Hello, in this video I'm going to talk the Alexandria Catacombs. It's one of the seven wonders of the old world, of the ancient world, and it's one example of the historical mixed heritage of the city. Alexandria actually been founded by the Alexander. Okay, so you can know from the name, of the city, and yet you can see that the old historical sites in Alexandria is really mixed and it's really interesting. You can see different eras and different culture. Can feel see Romans, Greeks, and Egyptian things. Even when you see like the Greek sites, you see that it is not like it's Greek, but very influenced by the Egyptian, the Egyptian culture. The same thing is continued to the Roman side, okay? Because Greek, when they came to Egypt, they've been influenced by the Egyptian religion, the Egyptian culture, the Egyptian art, and all this. And this thing continued to the Roman era. Actually, this cemetery, it's I think it's dated this cemetery. It's like it was in the second century, and it's Romans, but yet if you see it, if you don't know that the city, if you know that, you will think that it's Egyptian because you see like Egyptian motifs, Egyptian mural, Egyptian like funeral rites and like that. The thing is about Horus and this Egyptian god, but it's Roman symmetry, and like that. Actually, because the Romans were like influenced by the Egyptian things. Actually, and you can see it is Romans too. You can see a lot of things actually that it's Romans too. Even the Colmans, this thing that it's Egyptian Romans at the same time. And this cemetery, it was like for some aristocrat or rich aristocrat Roman family in Alexandria. But you would find like rooms or rooms for people from another caste, like 400 rooms from commoners people in the same cemetery, which is amazing. The Alexandria Catacombs is like 3 floors under the ground, and like that, and it's like fascinating really when you see it and like that. Some people, I saw videos of some people make videos sneaking, and they make some videos from inside, this site, and I regret that I didn't make like such a thing because I visited this site like several times, but I never thought about to do such a thing like that. But maybe you can look this, search for these videos and see if it's really interesting. And for you, whenever you visit Egypt, I think it would be like interesting for you to visit Alexandria and to see such a stuff. Sure, most of people that they visit Egypt, they focus on the pyramids. They want to see the pyramid. And sure, the pyramids, it's the most well-known thing. Yes, for sure. But pyramids and the Egyptian museum and all these things, it's not everything. There is a lot of things for you to see. Really, a lot of things. Not pyramids like not everything and like that. And another thing that's interesting that or I saw in this cemetery, that I found like bones or skeletons for horses. And I heard some story. I don't know if it's real or just folk tale. These skeletons and bones of horses. They say that there were like some Greek soldiers. They've been surrounded, or stuck in such place, and like that, and they couldn't, during some battle, and they couldn't go out. And some people say it was battle between the Greek and Romans. I don't know if this is accurate or not. And they did in the same place, and they've been and these bones of horses or skeletons of horses is from these soldiers. I don't know if it's a real story or not, but yes, I heard about it, and I found it's a bit fascinating. So I'm just telling you. And in general, it's interesting if you see like this, you know, uh, the ancient city in Alexandria and a lot of historical sites of Alexandria. For me, my sister used to study archaeology, and I used to go with her to some sites, and I used to see even some statues. I used to think that it's Egyptian, and for her, because it's her field, it's telling no, it's Greek, and like that. And I found it really interesting, that you can tell the difference sometimes for some statue if it's Greek or Egyptian. But for you, if you study that enough or you see it enough from some feature, you can notice that it's like it's Greek, it is not Egyptian, and to know the difference, between the Greek and the Egyptian. And so it's something interesting. You find like it's Alexandria, it's a city like when the Greek culture and the Greek deities, meets with the Egyptian deities and the Egyptian culture, which is really nice. The same thing I can say about the Egyptian Museum. Egyptian Museum, you can see like it's really fascinating. You can find like a lot of pages or record pages from the history of the city. Like you can find like International Museum things about the Egyptian. It's find like in this museum you can find the history from the Egyptian era and the Greek era and the Romance era and other stuff in the same museum, which is very nice, and I found it very fascinating. I wish you like the video, and see you in another videos. Bye.